Welcome back, everyone. Toy Shiz here, and we are back yet again for another San Diego Comic-Con 2025 All You Need to Know video. And thanks to my friends over at Syndicate Collectibles, we have a look here at all three of their upcoming SDCC 2025 exclusives. They got a little something for everyone, including you video game fanatics. Old school video game fanatics will know exactly what I'm showing here with Double Dragon and Jeff. He joins the fray. He's the green one. That's basically the best way to describe it. But the box has some amazing artwork all over it. Very nostalgic, very eye-popping, very Double Dragon. You can read up on Jeff. He's a lower-level boss, just FYI. Jimmy, Billy, Willie, those were part of San Diego Comic-Con 2024. I do have a video up exploring those figures as well, so you can check them out after you watch this one, of course. But if you are interested in grabbing Jeff for your Double Dragon collection, stay tuned. In just a second, I will tell you exactly how and when you can grab these exclusives. Now, moving on, for those of you that are big fans of old school sitcoms, well, we got 3's Company. Yes, that old theme song is going to get stuck in your head as soon as I'm done with this video. That's for sure. Ever since looking at these figures and doing this video, I have been humming the tune. 3's Company too, you know, that whole thing. But this is fantastic. You got Janet, Jack, and Chrissy all ready to bug Mr. Roper and the rest of the 3's Company cast. So come and knock on our door. You can read up on this if you'd like. But this is pretty cool. 3.75-inch action figures. I wonder what these could possibly go with. Stay tuned for all that fun. Along with the Golden Girls. The Golden Girls are getting their SDCC exclusive 3.75-inch goodness for their fabulous 40. 40 years of the Golden Girls. They certainly don't look their age, that's for sure. You got some nice bios on the back for Rose, Blanche, Dorothy, and Sophia. And you're going to have to provide your own cheesecake, just FYI. But these ladies certainly bring it in spades. So now that I got you foaming at the mouth, you're probably saying, hey, Toy Shiz, just tell us already, where can we get these SDCC exclusives? Well, if you're heading to Comic-Con 2025 in San Diego, you're going to want to make your way through the Comic-Con crowds and go to booth 4344, which is the Syndicate Collectibles booth. They're right next to DC and right next to Tokidoki. Okie dokie, I hope you guys got that. It's also around the Hulu and the Crunchyroll and yada yada. Don't worry about it. You'll find them. But as I always say, if you are going to Comic-Con and you want exclusives, don't wait till the end of the day. Get there as soon as you can. Get the exclusives out of the way as best as you can, because then you can enjoy the rest of your time at Comic-Con. But yes, as I said, booth number 4344, Syndicate Collectibles is waiting for you. So this is going to be an absolute blast. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a nice hot cup of coffee. This is a look at the three brand new upcoming San Diego Comic-Con 2025 exclusives. Jeff from Double Dragon, the Golden Girls 40th anniversary box set, and 3's Company 2 by Syndicate Collectibles. All right, so real quick, this is usually around the time where I tell you to like, subscribe, share the video, do all that great stuff. I'll cut you a break. I won't do that spiel if you just do it on your own, and we'll cut right to this video. Because Jeff, here he is, all out of the packaging. If you have collected the prior Syndicate Collectibles Double Dragon action figures, it's pretty much going to be the exact same accessories. The same exact hands. You've got open hands. You've got one hand in particular with a peg on it. That's going to fit right in the barrel, so you have plenty of barrel stability when you want to throw them at your enemy. You get a baseball bat. Jeff, with the appropriate hands, of course, can knock out any of the prior Double Dragon characters. So that looks pretty cool on your shelf. And from all angles, he holds the bat well. He stands well. No issues whatsoever. Articulation's pretty solid. As with the Dynamite was a favorite of mine with the first round of figures. Appropriate hands, yada yada. Yes, you can get him chucking some Dynamite proper. You also get two knives. They're nicely done. They got some silver. You got a black handle going. And yes, believe it or not, appropriate hands to hold each. So you can battle both Bimmy and Jimmy. or whatever their names are. The blue guy, the red guy, you get the idea. But the barrel is pretty solid. It's one of those big old oil drums, kind of like a Breaking Bad barrel in many ways. It's got a nice wash to it, and as you can clearly see right here, you got the peg hole for the peg on the hand. Slap it on the hand, and boom, you're chucking barrels like Donkey Kong. So that looks cool, and like I said, because of the articulation, he stands really well, whether you're holding the barrel or not. But I just like the idea of several characters on my shelf throwing barrels. Maybe Mario can make an appearance. You can have him jumping for his life. Jeff himself, as I said, it's largely going to be the same exact figure you have seen now for the third time. But he's the green guy, so it's the same exact articulation, but he has a new head portrait to him. And if you remember the old video games, everything was basically a clone of each other. They just kind of altered the hair or colored something different. The articulation on these are pretty solid for what you want to do for Double Dragon. It's a 7-inch scale figure, and I would say, if anything, the ab crunch could be improved upon, but everything else from the double jointed knees, the elbows, the neck articulation is pretty solid. And to now see Jeff squared up with Jimmy, Billy, and Willie. See, I wasn't lying. It's basically just different colors, blue, green, red, and then you got the Willy guy. Bigger dude. But I would say it's very cool to see Double Dragon figures in 2025. And at the end of the day, if you're a big video game fanatic and you remember these video games, all the fun you used to have playing them, whether at home or on the arcade, then Jeff is definitely a grab for San Diego Comic-Con 2025. Moving on, we have the 3's Company box set. This is actually a lot of fun. You'll soon see. These can make for some great photography, just FYI. Again, these are 3.75-inch figures. Janet, Jack, Chrissy. We'll kick it off with Janet. Janet is the only one where she actually only has 3 points of articulation instead of the standard 5 POA. She does have some nice paint. Nothing moves at the legs, unfortunately. That would be my only gripe, because as you'll soon see with the Golden Girls, they move their legs and whatnot. But I get the idea. But she looks good. The head, the arms move, and it's just a fun addition to the company. Now with Chrissy here, she's got the blonde locks. She's got the tube socks. She's got some sweet silver platform shoes going on. That's a sweet looking figure, especially for the context of 3's Company, just FYI. And speaking of FYI, she's a little bit hard to stand, so you kind of have to angle her in some areas. Her long hair will kind of hinder twisting the head, just FYI. But the arms, the legs, she kicks out. She does all that crazy stuff that you would expect. There's no peg holes on the bottom, just FYI. But in terms of Jack, which, yeah, I would say that looks like Ritter. That's pretty darn cool. He's got that really cool old-fashioned sweater thing going on, too. Kind of the bell-bottom pants, especially for that era, late 70s, early 80s, Santa Monica, California. Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Head to the Regal Beagle and all that jazz, 5 POA, arms, legs, head, everything moves. He stands the best, he looks the best. You're going to definitely want to grab this 3's Company set, just FYI. Not only for just being a fan of the old sitcom, but for just your 3.75-inch collection. And likewise with the Golden Girls 40th anniversary box set. All 4 ladies ready to get down and dirty in Miami. And I like that each of them are color coordinated. It's like a Masters of the Universe situation where purples, blues, greens, reds, each of them stand out for their respective color. And that's just really cool. Kicking it off with Rose here. She's all clad in purple. She's got her blonde locks, earrings. The face is really nice. I totally dig that. In a retro sense, and as much sense as this going to kind of make, they're kind of Star Wars-ish in a way, which, as you'll soon see, fits really nicely with your Star Wars 3.75-inch collection, especially with the legs. It just has that kind of Jawa feel, all those old figures with, they're sculpted, but then they move the legs and whatnot. So legs, arms, head, everything moves. Blanche, one of my favorites. She's got her pearls. She's got the Southern accent, I'm sure. But she's clad in her blue pantsuits. And like I said, you can get them sitting down if you want. Now we just need a couch. She's got her sandals. It's just fun. These are definitely fun. And a perfect San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. And likewise with Dorothy. Now, Dorothy's eyes here are a little crazy, but I would say that if anything, and for those of you who are Star Wars fanatics out there, and you really like your holiday specials, Well, this one might go well with your Star Wars collection. You might have to kind of retool her, repaint her a little bit, but if you want to just stick her in the back of a cantina or something like that, yeah, you could definitely do it, along with the great Sophia. Sophia, again, like Blanche, one of my favorites. She's got the gold eyeglasses going on. She's got that huge old lady hair. Heck yeah, what a time to be alive. The legs, the arms, the head, everything moves. She's got some cool shoes going on, the reds to the dress. That's Sophia right there. But what's nice is that between 3's Company and the Golden Girls, this is kind of the sitcom mashup that we never ever got. But now you can do that right on your toy shelf. And not only that, well, if you're a toy fanatic, you can definitely have some fun, let's say with Star Wars. I mean, this is the type of fun that you can only have in action figure form, and that's where you can just let your creativity run wild. 3's Company got a new roommate going on. Imagine that. How is he going to fit in the house? I bet that was an episode at one point. Galactus is invading. Sophia is telling him off. The heck with the Fantastic Four. Galactus should be afraid of Sophia. And then the final battle on the Death Star, of course, Sophia and Darth Vader. See, that's where all the photography, all of mashing these together, Ghostbusters, 3's Company, it's the crossover you never knew you needed. Hello, what have we here? You know what Lando's thinking when he's got Blanche around. These are the Golden Girls you're definitely looking for. See, you could just create everything, and that's why toys are so much fun. I really thought I was going to be able to get these into the Ecto-1. Still can't do it. Still can't get those characters in the Ecto-1. But even Marvel characters, you can definitely have some fun with these. 3's Company style. Behold the new Herald of Galactus. Jack Kirby is spinning in his grave. But again, like I said, between Golden Girls, Marvel, 3's Company, it's a blast. And yes, the photography is definitely there. The laughs are there. So grab these from San Diego Comic-Con and definitely have some fun. So that is going to wrap it up for my quick look at 3 brand new San Diego Comic-Con 2025 exclusives from my friends over at Syndicate Collectibles. Thank you again to Syndicate for setting these out for the purposes of these videos. I will have updates on prices and everything else. Remember, if you're going to Comic-Con, head to the Syndicate Collectibles booth. You can grab all these for yourself. Don't wait too long. And then hopefully I'll have some more news after Comic-Con if they have anything left over, of which perhaps you can go online and grab them for yourself. So until the next one, I will leave you guys with that. Have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.